Hey everybody, I am here with Devon and Dorian from Miss Coleman's class, and we are getting ready to introduce one of our special area teachers, and Mr. Patrick Avery. He is our librarian here at Shelby, and Devon and Dorian are going to interview him to help you get to know him a little bit better and find out all the exciting things that are happening in the library. So I am going to turn it over to Devon and Dorian, and we're going to welcome Mr. Avery.
Hey guys,
What's up?
how's it going?
Good.
All right.
What do you want everyone to know about you?
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I have been a teacher for about 10 years, and I started off being a special education teacher, and I worked in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, and I worked in Shelbyville, Kentucky. And then last year, I finished getting my master's degree in library science. And so Miss Goff and I connected, and she said, "You want to come here and be the librarian?" And I said, "Absolutely." So that's how I got here. I do have a family at home. I live here in Louisville. I have a wife. I've been married to her for more than 10 years. And then I have 2 kids. One is in 1st grade, and then the other is a 4-year-old. So that's a little bit about my family. And as a librarian, I'm sure you guys could guess that I love books, so I read a lot. But I also like movies. I like going to the movies and watching movies. And I also like to do games.
What types of games?
Mainly board games, but I do like video games as well. In fact, at my last school, I had a gaming club where we did video games and board games. And so that's something that I'm looking to possibly doing here at Shelby as well.
Do any of your kids like a video game like Fortnite?
So they're still a little too young to do Fortnite yet, but I know that when they get to that right age that they'll probably love it. So
What grade was they in?
I don't know yet. My oldest is just in 1st grade, so maybe in a couple of years I'll let her try out Fortnite.
All right, Devon.
Describe something we will be doing in your classroom this year.
Well, that is a great question, and one of the points I wanted to make is that we're going to be, in the next 2 months, we're going to get about 1,500 new books in the library. And so what I'm wanting to really let everybody know is that there are going to be some great books in here that are brand new. And I hope that everyone in the school will have the opportunity to check out those books.
Okay, identify one important expectation for young friends and why is it important?
Okay. So probably the most important expectation is that everyone come in to the library quickly and quietly because I only get 30 minutes with you all. Usually a special area gets about close to an hour, and so I only get 30 minutes with you all, so I still want to do so much with you guys. So it's always important that everyone comes in so we can get started quickly. I really hope, and obviously book checkout is very important, but I would like to do activities with you guys too. So in that short amount of time, we've got a lot to squeeze in. So the most important thing is to come in, sit down, and be quiet so that we can get started.
Show us something we will see during in your classroom.
Something you'll see in there. So, as I told you guys, I love games. And so, when I'm teaching things, I like to find ways to make things game-like, okay? And so, one thing I wanted to show you, and I haven't shown anybody else this, so you guys are the first 2 young folks for me to show this to you. This is called a breakout box, okay? And the idea of a breakout box is that you break break out something like, if we were in jail, right? We would want to break out of jail, right? So this is kind of a breaking out of jail in a box, where I give you clues, okay? And you use those clues to find answers that help you break out. So if we look in here, there's even a smaller box. But there's all kinds of locks and combinations. Okay, and even a flashlight here. You guys know what black light is?
Yeah.
So you write something invisible, okay? And the only way, that's exactly right, okay? So this is a tool that we could use in a game-like manner to help you guys learn things about the library. So for instance, we divided all of our fiction books into different genres. And so I could give you different clues about the genres, and the way to figure out these would be to get the right genres, okay? So kind of game-based learning and learning by doing games is something that I really believe in. And so this little breakout box here is something that I hope to use, particularly with the 5th graders this year, and then maybe with the 4th graders next year. So you guys are going to be some of the first people that get to use this.
Why will everyone love your class?
Well, I hope they'll love class 1 because they get an opportunity to come into the library and have access to all of these books. Everybody's teacher has a nice class library, but I like to keep the library stocked with the best and newest and most interesting books here. And so I hope that's always a good reason to come. But also I want to challenge you guys creatively. I often refer to the library as a creative playground. And I like that not only can you read, but we can play games, we can do videos. We're going to have a studio in here probably in about a month, where if you guys have a project where you want to do a video, I can give you access to our studio so that you guys can create a video or a film. We're also going to have a group of 5th graders and maybe 4th graders that do the morning announcements every day. So there's all kinds of opportunities that I want to open to you guys here in the library and your classmates. And so I think the possibilities are endless, and we've already got some really good possibilities this year. So I hope people will find that exciting.
All right. So thank you, Mr. Avery, and thank you, Devon and Dorian. And we hope that everyone enjoys the library. And if you have any questions for Mr. Avery about anything that he talked about or showed you today, or also anything about the library, just let him know, and he will be happy to answer those questions.
Thank you, guys.